everyone. You're probably wondering, where in the world is Miss Stephanie now? I'm glad you asked. I am standing right in front of the Sojourner Truth Memorial because this month we are highlighting Black History Month. And so I wanted to let you know, if you want to know more information about Sojourner Truth, we have a lot of information and resources to talk about what rich history we have right here in Battle Creek. And speaking of that, on today, you will have an opportunity to hear from 3 Black business owners that we are highlighting. We have many of them in Battle Creek, but today we are highlighting 3. We're going to highlight our newest business owner, Shelby Cotton III, at the Lukewarm Apparel located at the Lakeview Square Mall. We're also going to highlight Dr. John Brian Morse, who has been a dentist here for a very long time. And then we're also going to highlight Crystal Hall from Cute and Sassy Salon. They have done so much for the community, and I can't wait for you to hear about them. Thank you for listening. Hello, so you are on the road with Miss Stephanie, and right now we are at Lukewarm Apparel with Shelby Cotton III at the Lakeview Mall. And so we thank you for your time. Thank you for allowing us to interview you. What a privilege to interview a young Black man, one of the newest businesses here in Battle Creek. So what I'd like to know, Shelby, is tell me the meaning behind the name Lukewarm. How did you come up with that?
Well, so back in 2018 was when I started Lukewarm, and with Lukewarm it has a few different meanings. At the time, lukewarm, it was symbolically like, how you got lukewarm water, it's like that middle point. So that's where I felt like I was at in my life at that time. And lukewarm is about the dream that you have is like, it's not your reality yet, but being able to balance like both, and it's just really just striving to your dreams and making it your reality. So it's just like that middle point, like you gotta have your failures, and to reach your success, you gotta have your down points to reach your high points. So instead, sometimes when we at our low points, we just like so focused on the high points, we don't appreciate the low points. That this is the process, journey. So lukewarm is a journey, it's a lifestyle. So
I love it. You know what I also love is that you, I'm not sure if you were born here, but you were raised in Battle Creek. You went away to college and you started your business somewhere else, and you decided to bring your dream back to Battle Creek. I think that is amazing. What made you get started with this business?
So what made me get started was the moving away, and it started to realize like moving away and being here in Battle Creek, I'm still the same person. I still have the same dreams and goals. So with that, when I was out away at college, kind of felt like I was like a number, even though I'm still in college currently, but lukewarm is a way I can express what's on my mind and myself that words cannot. So that's why. And plus, I put something back home because it's where I'm from, and it's the people I love and the people love me. So like, where that's the best place to be established at before, like, because like I do sell, like mainly I do sell out of state, and I've sold to many countries, but really back home is like the love, where it's like that personal connection. So.
I love it. I also love that, if I haven't mentioned it, I'm going to mention it again, he used to come to the teen room at Willard Library, so we are really excited to know that this is one of our teen room babies.
Yeah.
But we're also excited to know that you are also helping others along the way. Can you tell us about that?
So within the store, I wanted to offer an opportunity that wasn't presented when I started out, because I started from the backyard of my parents' houses. So basically, within the store, I offer people a space to use if they are selling clothes or candles or whatever it is, any type of products, to be in the type of position like this. And with the mall, it's just good to have the more people that's in the store, the more people that know people, the more people that are going to come out to this mall perception is the reason why the mall is dying is because we are not here. So
I love it.
that we have to be here. So the more people I have in the store as business-wise is going to bring more attention to the mall.
Oh, that is so awesome. So my next question is, what advice would you give to young people, especially our young black men, who may be interested in starting their own business, or they don't even know how to get started?
So the best advice I can give is just like that inner, whatever is inside telling you that you should do it, listen to that. With people, your friends that, you know, they're gonna push you away, they're gonna be like stepping stone that you need to take. Whatever, almost do the opposite of what the people are not supporting you. And just take that risk, really. Like I said earlier, with your failures, like that's the only way. That's just another. Each failure is closer to your success. So you have to go through. You gotta go through. You have to fail. You have to fail to get to where you want to in life. You have to be at your low point. So I would say just do it. And if you failing it, you're doing well.
Wow.
You're doing well.
I like that. So turn your pain into purpose.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is why you are here today. So tell us about your store hours.
12 to 7 between Monday and Saturday, and it's 1 to 5 p.m. on Sundays. I'm not sure if Sundays will be switching, it depends, but right now, yeah, I'm trying to be open every day. So,
I love it. Well, thank you.
thank you.
What do we have here?
Here, so these are like the stuff that's on sale in the back. I feel like I wanted to follow, as you can see, there's empty fields that I need to fill, but I wanted to follow like a regular store format, so I feel like we all showing the sales are in the back, so I want people to fully come into the store, and if they make it to the back, it's a good thing when they make it to the back.
Okay.
Because they realize the prices are different than just up front.
Okay.
Just wanted that transition.
I love that marketing technique.
Yeah. Soon, this wall, it will be a mural right here soon. And this white wall, this is like the creation space, like where over time, like I said, like I wasn't, words can't just say enough. So this will soon be this transition and like probably monthly type thing of just what's gonna be added, the styles and everything.
Okay.
So with Lukewarm, I wanted to like give people opportunity that I wasn't presented. So I'm gonna have other brands in the store along with me, giving them a chance to be in the storefront just like me as well. So
I love that. I love how you're giving other people an opportunity to branch out with things that they have a vision for.
Yeah.
So you're supporting others,
Exactly.
doing well and helping others along the way.
Exactly.
That is awesome.
yeah, there's I have 6 brands getting here currently. It was actually supposed to be an extra like 7 brands on top of that 6, but that will happen later. So this full table is brands from here in town in Battle Creek, Kalamazoo, Albion, and soon next week a brand from Detroit is coming.
Tell us your hours.
Hours 12 to 7 from Monday to Saturday, and on Sunday it's 1 to 5.
All
1 to
right.
5 p.m. Yep.
I love it.
And then
I
my stuff
absolutely
is
love it.
towards the front, pretty much just kind of everywhere.
So show us one of your shirts.
Okay.
Just hold it up and show people your apparel.
So with this shirt, I've been making this shirt for about 2 years now, and it's one of my first designs because with every piece I touch like myself. So I wanted like this shirt. If you look, might be a little different than this shirt because I'm doing the design on them, and I just wanted to give that personal connection with my customer.
Okay.
Make it feel like they're have like a one-on-one, but it's just not totally custom on the what. But I just want that personal connection with my pieces.
I love it. So just so I can be clear, make sure people understand, you design all of your apparel.
Yes, I do.
All right. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yep. Yeah, overall, I've had since 2018, I've had over 70 designs. I used to drop monthly, like every month, new designs, and then last year, started in May all the way up to about August, September, I dropped every week. So of this new design. So just constantly pushing. I wanted that control. That's why I did make clothes by myself, so I could have that control. If I'm feeling today, this is on my mind. Let me put it on a t-shirt. So,
Wow.
yeah.
So we're going to end it with this. We thank you for your time. We are so excited that you are opening up in the mall. You push past your fear and you've shown the community your passion. If people want to know more about becoming an entrepreneur, we have books about it. This is Black History Month. There's a book called The Unstoppable by Garrett Morgan. He was inventor as well, and so we are so proud of you, and we just thank you for your time, and we just hope continued success. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Hello, you're on the road with Miss Stephanie, and now we are at Dr. John Brian Morris's dental office. And if you want to learn more information about why we should brush our teeth, why we should come to the dentist, we have books about that. We are celebrating Black history, and so we have highlighted several businesses, and today we are highlighting Dr. Morris. Also want to let you know we have grab and go kits, and inside our grab and go kits there are Black history activity sets that you can do with you and your family. So I just want to thank you, Dr. Morris, for taking time out of your busy schedule, lunch schedule, to interview. So tell us, how long have you been in business?
I have now been in business for 32 years.
32 years.
I started my practice here 32 years ago.
32 years ago. Wow. And tell us what inspired you, or who inspired you to become a dentist?
Well, actually, ironically, it's nice that you're working with the library, because it was a reading / career project back in the 9th grade.
Wow.
And so they asked us to research things that we may want to be. I always enjoyed kind of working for myself. I started cutting grass and shoveling snow at a pretty young age. So I was kind of used to like making my own money and kind of working for myself. I looked at dentistry, and it was something that really grabbed me at that time when I was like 14 years old, and I never swayed from it. So I decided in the 9th grade what I wanted to be, and I went through, and I was fortunate I got to finish a year early. I think part of that was out of realizing what I wanted to do. A lot of people like Dr. Smith helped me. I went and observed his office, and I actually started observing different dental offices early on, like shortly after that. And it just was always something I was like, I felt meant to be this, and that's what I decided to do.
Wow. And so what advice would you give young men, especially our Black men, to get started and to just go on the path of what they're comfortable with?
I think the first thing that I would say, and I think one of the most important things, is to not let anyone else place limits on what you may want to be. So don't let anything interfere with your dream. Don't limit yourself. There's really no ceiling. Don't look at what maybe society says or what maybe some of your other friends say. I say the first step into becoming something is thinking of it first. You know, think about it, see yourself doing that, and don't limit yourself, because everyone has within them the capacity to be whatever they want. And the harder you work, what you're going to find is the harder that you work, it's going to feel like the luckier you're going to get. I'll say, though, the harder you work, the more blessed you're going to get.
I love it.
So just don't let anyone determine what you can be, and don't look at a setback as a failure.
Wow.
So anything that you do, there's going to be a little bit of a stumbling block perhaps, but never let anything stop you, and just don't sway from your goals.
I love it.
Yes.
And I know this was not your original building.
Right.
This is where you are now. How long have you been in this building?
So just to let you, the progression of it, I decided, actually I'm probably a little bit strange, because I decided to be a dentist in the 9th grade. And I actually have a paper that I wrote in high school stating that I was going to go to University of Michigan and I was going to come back to Battle Creek and set up a practice. I said that at 17, and so I went to the University of Michigan. I came back and I set up a practice. When I first started, I had my own practice, but it was within another dental office. I kind of was renting space on Roosevelt Street. I did that for about 7 months. After that time, I opened up my own facility on Columbia Avenue, and I stayed there for 9 years. And then I've been here now since 1995. I actually was fortunate enough and blessed enough because of the hard work that I was able to build my own building. I bought 2 acres of land here,
Wow.
and we set up our practice here at the current location in 1995.
Wow. And I love how you said you had a vision. And it's very important for us to have a vision.
Yes.
And you wrote it out and you made it plain. And here we are living your dream.
Yes.
And I love that. I love how you give back to the community.
Thank
And
you.
so what I would love to do is take a tour of your office.
I would love to show you around our office.
All
okay?
right, let's do it.
So this is our waiting room, and one of the things when I said we moved from one spot to the other, the spot that had on Columbia Avenue was a smaller place, you know, and it wasn't a lot of open rooms. So this is the open concept. I want a lot of pretty people smiling on our walls that we have worked on, so it's not threatening. So this is we say waiting room, but really it's a reception room. We don't like people to wait. We want them to come in and be received and then go from there. So restroom, we have, this is actually our coffee refreshment area, pre-COVID. Now with COVID, we took all those things out.
Okay.
They'll come back after it's safe, whenever it's safe to do that.
I love that, and I'm glad that you're...
This is our reception area. Again, all COVID compliant. And this comes back to our treatment room. And here we do hygiene. I have a heavy emphasis on bone grafting, bone regeneration, and implants, as well as cosmetics. And all that is done on this wing of the office. So we have 6 rooms, 5 of them that we deliver treatment in. And the rooms are set up, again, open, non-threatening. We have windows showing nature, bird feeders, deer come up. And so we, televisions, we do a lot to try to keep the patients comfortable. This is some of our equipment, x-ray equipment. X-ray development room, which we don't develop x-rays here anymore. Everything is pretty much digital now. Okay.
How young are your patients?
We start taking patients in at age 2.
Oh.
And so we have patients all the way from age 2 all the way up to centenarians. So we've had some centenarians that are here as well. So it's that whole range. We do families.
That's good to know.
This is our break room, and this is one of my great employees. He works through lunch sometimes. Meredith has been my hygienist now for 21 years.
Wow.
And so this is our lab where we do laboratory work. We have a mill for our in-office crowns. This is coming back to my private office. And I like to work out, so I have a shower and bathroom and that type of thing where I can work out at lunch or before work and then take a shower. This is the kind of the private wing where we have staff bathroom. This is one of the rooms I'm most proud of, and they're gonna love to be on the video, staff. But this is my break room, and so go blue.
Yes, go blue.
These are 2 of my employees.
Hello, how are you?
And so you say go blue because?
I graduated from Michigan.
Yes.
University of Michigan, right. Green and white's good too, though. So. And then this is a consultation room, so we'll talk to patients about treatment, etc. Generally in this room. And that's our office. Thanks for letting me give you a tour.
Yes. Thank you for your time.
Well, you are welcome.
And can
Thank
you let the audience know what your hours are?
So we work here Monday through Thursday. So we're here Mondays from 8 until 4:30. And then Thursday we work from 7 a.m. until 2. those are our general hours for our practice.
All right. Well, I really love, and I didn't know this information, how you gave the library a shout out.
Yes.
Where it all began, and so it is important for us to read.
Reading.
Readers
Yes.
make leaders, and we thank God that you are a leader.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time as well.
Hello, everyone. This is Miss Stephanie. She is on the road with Willard Library, traveling around the local community, and this month, in honor of Black History, I have decided to interview a couple of our business owners, our entrepreneurs who are Black in the community that are trailblazers. And so on today, I am so excited to be able to be at Cute and Sassy with the owner, Crystal Pollard. Good afternoon, Miss Crystal. So good to be with you today.
Yes.
I just want to say thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. But before we get started, I would like to let you know everything that Willard Library has to offer. We have curbside service, we have faxing, we have notary, we have a lot of resources available to you. But in the children's room department, in honor of Black History, we want to show you some of the books that we have. We have Don't Touch My Hair. Yes, us Black women, we don't want you to touch our hair. Read about it. We have Hair with Flair. We have Crown. We have Princess Hair. We have Stellar Hair. We have so many books and resources that you can read to your African American child, or even if you're not African American. We want everybody to read it so that we can heal together.
Yes.
And so my question for you today is, do you know who the first Black African American woman that created Black products for us? Do you know who that is? You can put it in our chat. You can guess. I'll give you a few moments. And if you don't, let me show you who it is. It is Madam C.J. Walker, and we have books about her as well. So go ahead and put these books on hold. Contact us. We have a lot of resources for everyone. But in honor of Black History, today we are celebrating all the Black books that we have available at Willard Library. So I want to get started. Again, thank you for your time.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate everything that you're doing in Battle Creek. And so my first question to you is, can you tell us how long you've been in business?
A woman doesn't like to tell their age normally, but I've been in business for a long time. 35 years, since 1985. It's getting ready to be 36 years.
Wow,
Yes,
wow.
Yes.
And where did you get started? How did you get started?
I am a Battle Creek Central alumni. And while I was in high school, I decided I wanted to go to cosmetology so that I would have a means of supporting myself while at college. I was going to a HBU college, and I knew I needed some financial resources, so I decided to go to the Calhoun Area Vocational Center. That's what it was called when I was growing up. So by the time I got out of high school at 18, that June, I received my cosmetology license.
Wow, that is exciting. And so now here we are at the Cute and Sassy Salon, but you haven't always had this business. Tell me how you began.
Okay, legally? So I started with Capitol Headquarters with Josie Coleman, and then I went out to JCPenney's, and then I supported a couple other businesses, and that was Margaret Armstrong with Lifestyles, Jean with Artistic Styles, and Deborah Salon, which is my cousin. But my heart was always wanted to be at home for my family. I was pregnant with my last child, and I decided that I was going to work at home.
Yes.
Open up an establishment at home so that I could take care of my children and also have income. So for 13 years, I had a salon in my home licensed. I had a business establishment license, my cosmetology license, and I just employed myself. But that's how I supported me and my 3 children for 13 years before I expanded to this location.
And that's beautiful. And I have to say, I was one of those clients of hers. I used to support her right when she was at her house, and she's always done a magnificent job taking care of people, taking care of their hair, and making sure they feel good about themselves. And she's always been very professional, and I just really love what you are doing in the community. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to stop. We'll interview a little bit more, but we're going to stop and we're going to take a little tour of her very own business, Cute and Sassy Salon. And can you tell us the address?
My address is 243 North Avenue. I'm right down the street from the hospital in KCC. Good location, easy to find. And you can also Google me if you have any questions with I am online. Also, you can Facebook me. Our business is on Facebook as well. But I would love for you guys to come, and we would love to accommodate you all.
Thank you, Crystal. So here we are at Crystal Salon. She's going to give us a tour. But before we do, with the whole pandemic going on, we appreciate you wearing a mask. I'm wearing a mask. Can you tell me what other measures that you do to make sure everybody is safe during this time?
Yes, we take everybody's temperature when they come in the salon. We also use hand sanitizer immediately, and also we ask the COVID questions to make sure that everybody is safe. As you can see, I've moved my whole salon around so that we're the 6 feet social distancing, and also we only allow 10 people in the salon at a time to make sure we're within the capacity range. And we do open the windows to get good ventilation in as well. But it's a big salon, so usually we're never close because each stylist has their own secluded area.
So speaking of every stylist, let's go to some of your rooms and tell us what services you offer.
Okay, so each of these rooms are separate, and we have stylists here. Mainly right now we're doing black hair, but we can we're a diverse salon, so all of us can do black or white hair. But we do relaxers, we do haircuts, we do weaves, braiding here, let's see, shampoo sets, just a myriad of things. It changes all the time, so sometimes I have a nail person, but when we do, we can accommodate doing nails because this is a one-stop shop. We have a pedicure chair over here.
Wow. I love that you're a one-stop shop. That is amazing.
Thank you.
So if you're trying to do some self-care, you can come to her salon, and there are a lot of services that she has available. And I see that you have this beautiful art.
Yes.
We are familiar with the artist. Tell us about this photo.
Okay, so the photo is my son, but I have been blessed to bring on board J. Lee Art.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you her room because she also rents out space in my business.
That's awesome.
And she's doing tutoring here. But she did a portrait of my son when she was graduating from college. And this is the picture of him. And I'm going to also show you the mural in her area where she teaches that she painted on the wall. She's a very talented young lady. You can see some of her work at the Urban League on the outside, and then down by, I believe it's Riverside and Digman, there's a mural, and some of her work is on there. But I'm just glad that I got something now because I can say I knew her when she becomes famous because she's very talented.
Yes, she is. She's actually come to Willard Library for our Generation E, and she's been a great mentor. and she talks about how she got started. And so I'm so grateful that you have the opportunity to mentor her as an entrepreneur yourself.
Yes.
This is beautiful.
Thank you. So this is my latest project. It's still working on it, but this is going to be a suite for a stylist to rent out. I still got to put a sink in the other room, but it comes with the TV and the privacy. So whoever rents this space, all they have to do is just move in. They don't have to have a station or a chair, which a lot of times when you rent, booth rent, they don't have those accommodations. But one thing that I knew, God gave me this business, and I wasn't just supposed to be a blessing to my family, but to the community. So I have always kept the rent reasonable. I have always tried to accommodate my stylist, so all they had to do was move in with ease. Because when I started out, I didn't have those things. I had to get a chair, I had to get a mat, I had to get my appliances, and they're very expensive, very costly. So not only am I supposed to make an income, I am blessed with the overflow to bless my employees, and so that's what I try to do.
I love that. I love that. We do. When we are blessed to do these things, we are supposed to reach out and help other people. And so I love that you have made yourself available to help our people and others, not just our people, but others.
So I'm going to take you downstairs.
Okay.
I have a barber shop downstairs and a braid room.
Okay, we are in another area of the lower level of Cute and Sassy Salon. What do we have here?
So this is Jamari's room where she leases and tutors. Her clients come down here for private lessons, and we do the same thing with the COVID. She has to take their temperature, hand sanitizer, do the COVID questions, socially distancing as well. This room at one point was my massage room. So we do have space and availability where we could do massages as well. And but she decided she wanted this area. So the good thing about being in business, and one thing you have to learn, is to be able to adjust. So I had to adjust with COVID. We were shut down for a little while and make the adjustments to keep my business open. And I had to adjust by rethinking how to lease the space in my building, because the building is huge.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
really not showing you all the rooms that I have, but I have the capability to easily employ 10 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, so this is Jamari's work. She is so talented.
Yes, she is. Wow.
So whenever I sell this building, I'm going to make a lot of money because I know this mural is going to be worth a lot of money. But she is so gifted and talented, and she came to me, asked me, did I mind? And I don't. Everybody is pretty much their own boss. They make their own hours. As long as they're not destructive to the property, I have no problem. And I'm just blessed. This is a Christian salon, and everybody is professional, so it really makes it nice. I love to come to work. I love working with the people I have here. Right now, due to COVID, I still just have Lynette Jackson, which is one of my stylists. I have Sharon Brown, which is another one of my stylists. I have Skylar Pollard, which is a braider. And then I have Jamari tutoring in this room.
Wow. This is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
I
Thank
am
you
just so
much.
proud to know you and to see where you've come from and to see how you are reaching back to help others be successful. So speaking of success, not too long ago, you received an award. Can you tell us about that?
I actually cried when I got the award. It's ironic. When I got this business, I got my first business award with the Sojourner Truth Business Award. My mother had just passed, so she never got to see this building. And I came from a dirt room, so don't ever despise small beginnings. My salon was a enclosed dirt room that I was able to provide for my family and my children for 13 years. Well, when I got that business award, my father, which I was very close to, had just passed. So for both of my big business awards, my parents weren't here. But what touched me when I got the award with the Urban League and the NAACP, because it was people from the Urban League that nominated me, was my community. My my community,
Mm-hmm.
loving up on me at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and acknowledging a lot of things that I had, unbeknownst to a lot of people, that I do to support my community, as far as like career days. I've ran several races for Girls on the Run. I do a lot of things, but
Yes, you do.
I'm not puffed up, so that doesn't matter. But even when you don't have a lot of money, we still can do stuff to build back up our community,
Yes.
and that's my passion. I'm hugely passionate about small business. That's why I'm getting so fat, because I've been going around to all the local businesses and supporting them, because we need that right now, y'all.
Yes,
If
do.
we don't get people to help our businesses, there is not going to be any businesses. We need our clients and our community to rally around us. And even if it's just once a week, if you can go and support that struggling business or share their advertisement freely on Facebook, that really helps.
So we're almost at the end of our interview, and I just really want to tell you again, Crystal Pollard from Cute and Sassy Salon, we really appreciate what you have been doing for the community. You are a pillar and a trailblazer, and we just want to encourage you to continue doing what you're doing. My question is, what advice would you give young children as far as fulfilling their dreams?
The Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. And that's something that I always did. I had a vision, and to help myself with that vision, I actually went to the Chamber of Commerce, and they helped me to do a solid business plan. And I would say to the young people to get mentors in the areas that you're thinking about going into. If you can shadow somebody for the day, that helps. You can just about Google, YouTube, anything, if you can't do one of those options, to kind of see if you would like that. That always helps.
And then my last question is, what advice would you give as far as self-love and appearance? Why is that so important?
My dad always said, I'm speaking from a young woman's perspective, every woman deserves respect, but we have to demand that respect, and we have to command that. I was so honored to have the women in my life that exemplified professionalism. Margaret Armstrong, her name exuded what she lived. Classic. Her business name was Classic Hair and Nails. Miss Lillian McGee, who was an instructor at the vocational center, also had her own, started out a business in her home and a school. So I got to see that and how to carry myself as a lady, not to show too much. Even as much as my personal hygiene, those things that as a young lady we need to be mindful of. And also, I learned through these strong women in my life, my mother, Chiffon Rogers Hall is my last name, I apologize. But seeing women of character, and that's what you young ladies need to start doing. We're not these reality videos and stuff like that. And we all have to be young. I've certainly made my mistakes. But we have to think about, if you're trying to get a job or anything that you're doing in your future, you have to think about how you conduct yourself and the choices that you make, because it may not affect you always, but it will at some point. And your reputation in the community and on social media is huge in getting jobs if you're going to be focused on the dream you say you want to achieve.
Thank you, Crystal. I just really appreciate your time. And again, if you're just tuning in, we are celebrating Black History this month. And part of that is interviewing some of our trailblazers in the community. And as you can hear now, the phone is ringing because this is a busy place.